Hey everyone, welcome to this full moon Sidereal astrology forecast for the full moon on Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. All right, so we have a full moon in Leo. If you're expecting me to say another sign, definitely check out the link down below for more information. We are using the visible sky on this channel called True Sidereal Astrology, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. All right, so Leo the lion, it's all about now cultivating this side of ourself, which is, as you might classify, the expressive side of ourself. So doing the things that we love, that are close to our heart, spending time with these things, spending time with the people we love as well, and letting out this self-expression, right? What is it we find fun, playful, creative? What is a form of self-expression? And these things we create, we're also proud of. So what are these things we're proud of in life that we can connect to? So the full moon's all about doing this status check. How is this side of ourselves going? Really in the context of the past 6 months when we last had the new moon here, it's good to see, okay, these past 6 months, how has this expressive side been doing? And maybe there's some shifts and changes to be made during this full moon. So the full moon is not having any major aspects, only minor ones, a quincunx up to Pluto, which is very minor in nature. So it's a very straightforward full moon. It's probably gonna be a very short and sweet video. And so fundamentally, it is about cultivating that self-expression. Let's go and take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. Alrighty, so here is the chart for the full moon. So again, the full moon will be on Wednesday, February 16th, pretty much that day. Depending on where you are in the world though, it could change by a day, but for all intents and purposes, it will be around the 16th. The exact time will be around 11:36 Eastern time of the Americas. That's 11:36 a.m., so midday Eastern time of the Americas. So if you want to make that calculation for wherever you are in the world, but for all intents and purposes, it will be around this Wednesday. All right, so yeah, and as you can see here, of course, we are using the uneven constellations. So if you are new to this channel, and especially if you notice some of these signs I'm mentioning are different, like the sun now going into Aquarius, you might be thinking, wait, the sun's already been in Aquarius for quite some time. Definitely check out the link below. We're using what's called True Sidereal Astrology, which is very different from mainstream astrology. All right, so full moon in Leo, the lion, the side of ourself that is, cultivating the things we love in life, the side of ourself that is expressing ourselves and connecting to the things that we're passionate about and proud of. And so how has this side of ourself going? The full moon is a status check. It is the halfway point of both the lunar cycle, which started 2 weeks ago, but also the solar cycle, the past 6 months when we had the new moon here in Leo. And so great to do this in a short-term sense, status check over the past 2 weeks, how have things been going here in our lives, and maybe there's some shifts and changes that can now be implemented for the next 2 weeks. And most importantly, the qualities of Leo. How can we incorporate more of that self-expression, more of connection of what we love and what we're passionate about, right? Let that out, right? That playful side, comedic side, fun-loving, passion. In an external sense, this is the area that rolls hobbies, interests, right? All forms of self-expression, anything we create in life, right? It's about connecting to this side of ourselves. And then, of course, in the yearly sense, the past 6 months. If there's anything new that started around there, you started getting inclination 6 months ago about these things or this side of yourself, great to see how that's been going, right? And more importantly, how can we make some shifts and changes now to further develop this side of ourselves in a way with more, balance, with more awareness, maybe with whatever insights we could be gaining or have been gaining either during the full moon or the weeks or months leading up to it. Again, Leo, the lion, the expressive, playful, fun-loving, passionate side. How can we further develop that in our lives? All right, so as you can see, there's no major aspects with the full moon, which is just going to place more emphasis on the actual nature of the Leo energy. Of course, all full moons are about balance, and so this will be balancing where the sun has now been shifting into Aquarius this early part of the week. And this is the natural opposition, right? Leo and Aquarius are naturally opposite each other. And where Leo is about our own passion, our own heart, Aquarius is more of the outer stuff. The things that we're passionate about, perhaps, maybe passion is not the right word, but things we're passionate about that are greater than ourselves, right? So Aquarius rules the things that are greater than ourselves, the things that inspire us to do for the future. It's a very future-oriented and very collective energy. And so there has been that shift of focus now, and I think for the coming weeks, it is great to focus on these future visions, whether they're our own future aspirations, whether they're the collective things for the world, the future, whatever it is, focusing on those. And that excitement. And where Leo is about passion, Aquarius is about excitement. So this opposition is really about balancing these polarities, doing what we love, Leo, while focusing on these future visions, these things that we can collaborate towards or contribute towards regarding the future, right? And you could think of it as what we love, what we need with the Leo, but then also what the world needs or the collective needs or the group needs. And it's very important to see that, of course, what the world needs and the group needs and our friends need is for us to be expressing ourselves and creating. That's what actually benefits the world in the future. Is creation. That's what benefits our friends and our network circles, is self-expression and fun, right? So combining these two elements, and of course vice versa. In order to really have a passion, it usually has to be something greater than ourselves or something, some aspiration about the future, right? If you ask someone who's quote unquote found their passion, it's usually something that is greater than themselves or some future vision they have. So this is what we mean to say about the importance of balance and the incorporating of the heart and the vision, the personal and the collective. And where these two meet is a great way of balancing this energy. All right, so a minor aspect, we do have a quincunx, or an inconjunct as it's also called, up to Pluto. And so in this sense, Pluto is the empowering planet, the ruler of the underworld. And quincunx tend to be more about empowerment anyways. They're this sort of 8th house energy, the 6th and 8th house energy, which is the challenge to incorporate it, okay? So how can we challenge ourselves to do these things that are empowering with that self-expression? To maybe face those fears, maybe move into those wounds or insecurities or doubts, maybe to reclaim our power. Right, Pluto, the 8th house, is all about this, right? Reclaiming that power of self-expression, to be non-attached to the outcome, to what we want, and doing it because it's real, because it's raw. And in fact, because Leo naturally squares Scorpio, the 8th house, and Pluto energy, that is the challenge to do for all of us anyways, is that self-expression is supposed to be something that's fun and playful, but the best types of self-expression are the ones that are real, raw, deep, and meaningful, and authentic, right? So this Pluto is helping us do this. Anything that is about, expressing ourselves in this way that is deep and authentic, right, and empowering, I think is a great way of working with this full moon. There could be some themes certainly associated with this, with Pluto, but good to challenge yourself to do that with this quincunx. All right, everyone. So like I said, short and sweet, very much straight to the point. I did make a weekly video explaining how Venus and Mars are also conjoining at the same time as this full moon. And so also going on here, I'll mention a good time to see that there's a good balance this week on our feminine and masculine sides of ourselves, the yin and yang. And there could very well be a new beginning with these sides of ourselves. So how can we balance these as well? The receptive yet assertive, all right, what we want to attract and what we want to pursue. The confident and assertive yet also tactful and considerate, right? Balancing that yin yang, masculine, feminine. Very good during this full moon as well. All right, but most importantly, full moon status check. Leo the lion, the expressive, the creative, and what we're proud of as a result of that. Furthering these things, furthering this side of ourselves. It's so important to do what we love, spend time with the things and people we love, right? And let out that self-expression. Balancing that with vision, balancing that with the future, balancing that with the collective, right? Or anything future minded or oriented, right? Incorporating these two, what we need, what the visions need, what we need, what the collective needs. They're really two sides of the same coin, and empowering ourselves in the process with that aspect up to Pluto. All right, so everyone have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic full moon. If you're watching this on YouTube, definitely click the like button down below. And if you're not yet signed up for MTZ Insiders, it is a newsletter where you do get these videos released first before YouTube. So do sign up. Do check that out if you haven't yet. But have a great full moon, everyone. Thank you again for all of your support. And I'll see you all next time for the next astrology forecast. Take care.